Frankenstein. I know it's not been long since I've talked about it, but Frankenstein is one of the most famous, most gothic stories of all time. In fact, the author Mary Shelley, we did do a sequel book with The Bride of Frankenstein, and if you thought my knowledge on the original Frankenstein story was limited, well, you have no idea how limited I was for Bride of Frankenstein. The most I do know is that it was adapted in a movie in the 1930s, like the original Frankenstein. And it was just us recently given a new movie adaptation by Warner Brothers of a simply called The Bride. Which honestly seems like perfect timing to release this one, since Netflix and Guillermo del Toro have not long released their adaptation of Frankenstein. So it makes sense that Warner Brothers want us to follow in and then have The Bride come in as close as possible, but even if they're not connected in the same universe. And honestly, it's been a while since I've seen a movie with this many split reactions. Seriously, this is one of those films where people either love it or hate it. And there's no in between. I can't remember the last time I've seen this much split reactions for a movie like this. And after watching it for myself, I can easily understand where both sides are coming from, because, well, this one was just crazy. Like, absolutely insane. And when I mean insane, I mean like WTF insane. And it's hard to say if I can call this a good movie or a bad movie, but I can definitely call this something. It exists, I guess. I'll start with the positives, because I do have quite a few. And one of them is that the visual design is absolutely spectacular. In almost every shot, the film does a fantastic job of showing the beauty and technical efforts that are put on display. Whether it be either costume design and making, a cup, or the way the town on the cities, but all the cinematography itself, as well as the use of lighting, it does a great job of making this film look like a visual spectacle. Where each shot making a shot or to be impressive to look at. I also thought the actors did a fantastic job. But this is especially the case with Jessica Ugly as the Bride. And Christian Bale, as Frankenstein. The two rubbed off on each other perfectly, and that over the top performances added a lot of fun and enjoyment to the film. I also think that the score did a good job. It wasn't anything amazing per se, but I did like the music that was used. And it did help to get me sort of invested. And now that's all the positives out of the way, because, man, this movie is way too insane. I have not been this confused with a movie in a long time. This film is trying to throw so many ideas at you. It doesn't have one that really sticks. It's one of those films that wants to throw so much hoping it will have one it can really focus on, but it has no idea which one it should up it and just throw out everything it can, hoping that something will work. As a result, I found it hard to keep up with the movie at some points with the amount of craziness that was being put in front of me. It really hindered my enjoyment. I was struggling to understand everything in that was happening, especially with how the film does not slow down at all. The running time is technically a little over 2 hours, but trust me when I say it goes by a way too fast. As for you might struggle to understand and everything that's happening. As a result, it gives people less time to know about the characters themselves. I already said that the actors did really well with their performances, but that doesn't mean much when I don't get a proper understanding of the personalities of both Frankenstein and the Bride. That was the thing that really held this film back. The film was way too obsessed of trying to go crazy and insane with everything it's throwing at you. That it leaves its main movie making aspects, like story and character element aside. Also, I've seen some people compare this to Joker fully do. Since Star is a movie that also throws way too much at its audience, hoping some but ends up not pleasing anyone, and I can definitely see why after watching this. It's maybe not as bad as Fully Do, but it doesn't change the fact that the film was going on way too insane, trying to throw away too many things, and I kept asking what the F is happening. So yeah, I've seen insane movies before, and there are a few examples where insanity to being absolutely crazy can and help a movie's fate for it to be enjoyable. A good example of that as another film that came out recently, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That film is completely insane and over the top, but it honestly what arcs with the idea that it's trying to present, and it has the main focus because on the damaging effects of AI and people's addiction to technology. If The Bride had something like that to focus on, I don't think I'd be complaining as much. But since it doesn't, the Bride just leaves itself as an insane film with very little substance. There are definitely some good things to say about it, like the amazing visual design and a great acting. But those elements are very few and far between, especially when it has a super crazy tone. That limits the story or the characters, giving them very little to do. Since it is a film that has got often so many split reactions, since my best recommendation is to watch it at least once to see where you fall. I guess the people that will like it most are the type of people that love films that go way too crazy and insane with no reason or rhyme. But if you're not a fan of those types of films, then I recommend to just skip this one at best. There's nothing nothing wrong with being insane, but I might have took that a bit too far. And that's why I'm giving this one a 5.5 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!